29 May 2006, the first day of hot mute spewing out in Sidoarjo district. Yes, Lapindo Mute. The Lapindo Mute flow submerged more than 10,000 houses and 77 houses of worship and 4 of thousands of people to flee. Residents of the local area are experiencing an identity crisis because their ID card has been lost, swallowed up by the lumpur Lapindo hot mute. 70 years pass quickly, but the dark memories are still felt today. As young people, shall we stay silent? Will we allow these dark memories to envelop the citizens without any solution? We are Gasoilium team, ready to turn Lapindo Mute into the renewable energy potential for the welfare of the people of the Sidoarjo Regency.
Along with economic growth and the increasingly high population level of Indonesia, the demand for electricity is increasing. Therefore, it is feared that there will be an energy crisis in Indonesia. This is supported by the following data. First, growth in electricity consumption, especially household need, increased by 10% from 58.82 terawatt-hours to 64.74 terawatt-hours. Judging from the two pictures above, every year it is proven that the need for electricity is increasing with household electricity needs of 41%.
We are proud to present our innovation to address the increasing demand for household electricity and the title Lapindo for Future Energy. Utilization of Lapindo mode extraction using the microbial fuel cell method to fulfill household electricity needs in Sidoarjo Regency based on the Bright System refractometer.
We start our journey to Lumpur Lapindo, which is located in Sidoarjo Regency. Here we meet a man who was a victim of the Sidoarjo hot mute incident in 2006. The man who didn't want to tell his name also told about the Lapindo mute flow incident. Here we are also sized by the man and take the Lapindo mute, which we will be used in a simple research.
Sample preparation was carried out by preparing 100 mesh TE metal and carbon cooled with a size of 2 cm times 5 cm. Then the TE 100 mesh metal was sliced at the metal furnace and connected with wire wheel. The carbon cooled was glued together with Araldi glue. Furthermore, both parts of the TE 100 mesh metal were coated with carbon paste, after which the electrodes were heated in the oven at 50 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes.
The second part is bioreactor preparation, a small-scale bioreactor measuring 10 cm and produce electricity that will be directly detected by a voltmeter. While in large-scale bioreactor, the electrodes are connected to cables that are connected to the power density box, which is a power density measuring box produced by the MVC.
The third part is the preparation of the Lapindo sludge. Preparation is carried out to prepare bacteria and microorganisms in Lapindo sludge. This preparation aims to make bacteria ready to carry out microorganism activities and overhaul glucose in food waste.
The substrate is obtained from food waste. Prior to use, the waste was incubated and allowed to stand for 2 times 24 hours. In this process, hydrolysis is also carried out to obtain glucose from food waste.
The fifth part is the MVC experiment by inserting Lapindo mute into the bioreactor. The bioreactor is designed with 100 mesh titanium electrodes and is connected to the resistor. The MVC tool is designed using the refractometer system, which is a device for detecting glucose level in the MVC so that the addition of substrate can be predicted. The following are the tools and materials used in our practicum. The first step is to open the net, then mark the net according to the diameter of the container. Make more than one for use in multiplier container. Next, connect the cable clamp with the wire that has been cut. Make holes in the container at the top and bottom. The next step is to sprinkle the glue onto the net evenly, then sprinkle activated carbon on the glue. Then put pressure on the activated carbon so that it sticks even more. The next step, put the Lapindo mute into the beaker and melt it. Then add the kitten waste and stir until smooth and even. Then transfer the mute to the previously arranged container. The sequence is mud, mass, then cover again with mud. Then cover with the lid of the container. The final stage is to try the voltage using multimeter and an increased voltage is obtained.
This is our bioreactor design. Implementation scale bioreactor. At the top is directly connected to the electrodes and cable that are channeled to the power density box. Our bioreactor also uses refractometer system.
The study used a hydrolysis process to extract glucose content in food waste, where in the extraction process, HCl is added to determine the optimum concentration used, and the most optimal results are obtained when the HCl concentration is 15%. After the hydrolysis process was completed, the result obtained in the food waste sample produced a glucose level of 15.96%.
The Sidoarjo Lapindo mode has the potential to be developed as source electrical energy, (MPC), because Sidoarjo Lapindo mode contains SV30 bacteria which can degrade the substrate. SV30 bacteria can produce 10 times greater power density than other type of bacteria. In addition, these bacteria also have good adaptability to extreme conditions.
The following is the result of the calculation of the power density that we get.
The next thing is renewability, namely with the addition of a refractometer as shown in the following picture. A refractometer is a device for detecting and calculating glucose level in a bioreactor. The MVC that we offer can provide data on glucose level in the bioreactor so that the public or users can add food waste to the bioreactor if the glucose level in the bioreactor is less than 15%.
Based on above idea, it can be concluded that Lapindo mode contains SV30 bacteria that can remodel food waste with a bioelectrochemical process that produce electrical energy through microbial fuel cell. The electricity generated in the study was 21,066.667 milliwatt per meter. This study offers modification of MPC with the presence of a refractometer system so that glucose level in the bioreactor can be controlled.
Ya, mudah-mudahan dari karya atau upaya penelitian lumpur lapindo ini yang mana akan dikerjakan dari Surabaya, harapan dari warga ojek khususnya mudah-mudahan berhasil apa yang dicapai atau yang diinginkan, bahwa lumpur ini akan dibuat bahan bakunya baterai listrik.
This is a recent video from us. Sorry if we made a mistake. Greeting that you need us.
Pivot! Hidup BTS! Hidup BTS! Hidup BTS! Pivot, Gaso! Iso menang! Iso menang! Iso kudu menang!